Not quite yet. Yet. Yeah. Hello. What's up? What up, squad? Welcome back or welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Keith. Mail letters, knowledge, information, and entertainment. You know how we do it. Happy Monday. Would you look at us, you guys? It's here we go. Second or is it even third? Is the third week in a row we've nailed our look at us. Look at us going in and whatnot. We're gonna do some tarot. We're gonna so here's where my head was at. Hopefully, shit, I didn't check to see if the audio was coming through. Is the audio coming through? Ooh. Do some tarot. Oh, there we go. Ooh, it's coming through crispy as hell. What up, MCQ31? First of all, shout out to our Emerald Tablets video. It's gotten 6,600 views in the past probably 3 or 4 days. It hit a playlist or something. I can't expect the growth to remain that exponential. I'm stoked if it does. However, we're fucking killing it. Thank you guys for spreading the word, for watching the videos. Q, the homie Q, is about to help us get a little bump. I'm stoked. But what do you say? Give us about 10 minutes. So there's one of you in here right now. Hello, you one. Is that you, MCQ? Is that you? Is it just you and I? It's your boy? I'm about to light one up, so. She's got the urge to herbal. Feel free to join me. We'll give some people a chance to trickle in. Maybe there's 7 to 10 minutes. People gotta loosen up, gotta limber up. You know what I mean? Maybe they're making food. Maybe they've got food quick cooking on the bobby. Maybe they're pouring drinks, or maybe they're popping the glass of wine for the Man of Letters live that we're about to host. I don't know. Who knows what's going on? Who knows what people are doing in their lives? All I know. So when they're ready, you and I will be right here. 200 mil squad, we'll be here chilling. Chilling and not chilling. You know what I mean? We can make it if we try, just the two of us, you and I. Ooh, slap the like button. Press the like button, good sir, so we can get some momentum going for the video and broadcast it to the rest of the squad. Probably should have hit. There's like 5 people who I always forget to hit up before the vibes. They go, Keith. They say, Keith, come on, man. Hit me up personally for your lives because I never get the notifications. I'm sorry. I always forget to hit him up. That's really been kind of a crazy day. We packaged tele orders. The Etsy shop is open. You can find that in the description for all your Christmas needs. Not all of them, but a few of your Christmas needs at least. At least 1 or 2. I got a gift for at least 1 or 2 people in your life on the Etsy shop. Check it out. It's in the description. We're packing that. We had our day job today. Got some gym action in. Shit, we slapped a mile. It took us a little longer today than it normally does, but we had that distilled water fast, that 3-day fast that we slammed earlier this week or last week. So maybe we're still kind of bouncing back. I don't know. Anywho, it's been a long day. I'm stoked to be here chatting it up with you guys. I'm always stoked to be here chatting it up with you guys. We're going to pull some cards. We're going to do some tarot. We got the Hermetics out. I busted out my book. Shit, you know what I was thinking? Maybe we'll do some tarot and then we'll pull from the book that your boy wrote on the Hermetic philosophy. And we'll do one of those like, you give me a number, I pulled a page of that corresponding number, and then we see what the lessons have to tell us. We'll mix in a card with it or something. We'll get creative, man. Woman, we're gonna get creative. We're gonna run it, baby. We'll have some entertainment. We'll burn some oregano. We'll have. When do you guys want to pass me a glass of wine or something? I know that's a thing too, right? All day funky. That's right. I'm gonna post it on the channel. Got the Discord. All right. Fun fact. Whenever I'm smoking anything at a desk, doing work on a computer, I imagine myself as Samuel L. Jackson in Jurassic Park when he's got that messy ass desk and he's got that fat stove in his mouth and he's just like, oh, they turned off the power to the whole station. He's fucking doing his Samuel L. Jackson thing. So why is there so much goddamn shit on this desk? Anywho. Yeah, so the four of you, we got four of us in. If you guys just tuned in, my name's Keith. What up? Take your shoes off. Take your shoes off. We're going to start pulling cards. When we get a few people in the room, we're going to start pulling cards. And you guys can ask for cards. Jesus can ask for some cards. The deceased can ask for cards. We're just gonna run it. It's gonna get weird. It's the Tomicron. I'm calling this the first annual Tomicron. Did you guys know? Did you know? If you stick around until there's 10 people watching, all right, you guys, if you stick around until there's 10 people watching, I'll tell you what's good with Omicron. It's super interesting. At least I found it super interesting. If you were born 80s, 90s, this would be super cool for you to hear. And even if you weren't, even if you're a youngin', I see you guys out there. Yeah, stick around and we'll drop some knowledge on Omicron for you guys. Salabi, what's up? Risa 06320, how's it going? That's a new name. Who are you? Where'd you come from? Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from? Cotton Eye Joe. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? What's going on? Where's my community tab at? Do any of you guys, oh man, do any of you guys run YouTube channels out there yourself? Just out of curiosity. Inflation. You know, I heard this. Connecticut, what's up? Shout out Connecticut. I saw this absolutely ridiculous article earlier and I did some typing. We'll see. I'll type it in right now and see what it says. Polywork Gen Z Millennial. Where are we at? Oh, here we go. Says we prefer to polywork. New study shows from MSN. Freaking blow my balls. New study shows millennials and Gen Zers prefer to polywork. Fucking dickheads. Can you believe that? There's the audacity. There is something in psychology. It's called framing. So when you're having a debate with someone, you'll see this in politics all the goddamn time. They'll frame a situation, they'll frame a conversation so that the context is in their favor. I'm going to be real crude with this example, but the question could be something like, how many people have you murdered in your life? And the answer, well, to most would be 0. But the framework of the question says you're a murderer. How many people have you killed? Oh, 0? Oh, okay. But see how what it does to the human psyche to say, hey, how many people did you murder? You know what I mean? It was a joke when we were, never mind, I don't want to say the joke, but where was I? Framing millennials polywork. So this horse manure article, and there's a bunch of them poking around mainstream media, just like the bastards that they are. It says new study shows millennials, Gen Zers prefer to polywork. And it's kind of like, instead of, oh, my dog died, they say, oh, my dog passed away. I think my mom did that the other night. She was like, oh, baby, remember our dog? She passed away. It's like, she passed. Mom, she died. Babies died. I'm sorry, she died. But we do this. We have this thing with humans where we want to soften everything. We want to make things a little less rough around the edges. We want to make everything pleasant and comfortable and well accepted and liked by the masses. Otherwise, the masses, rightly so, because if we don't, the masses devour us. You guys have seen what people are like in mobs. The individual human, for the most part, is pretty stable, pretty well balanced. The human in a mob, you get a bunch of humans together and it's chaos. It's fucking anarchy. Anywho, polywork. Instead of saying what it should, what the title, this is what I mean by framing. Oh, my bad. I got carried away with the framing. Let me make sure you guys can still hear me. Nothing's going on. Okay, so the thing with framing is, what this should actually say isn't, oh, Generation Z and millennials are really taking on to the polywork. It seems to be their style. They like that shit. It's like, no, MSN. We just have crippling inflation. We have crippling amounts of student debt, right? That was a total piss poor management job. The government's like, and they knew what the fuck was going to happen. The government was like, they were like, we're going to loan you guys out money for college. No student left behind, Obama. No student left behind. Beep. I wish I could cuss more than I could, but I'll get demonetized. So if you guys super chat me on the videos, I'll cuss more because that means I don't have to rely on YouTube for the passive. Anywho, where was I? Oh, the note is to talk about awful management. This is what happens. The government goes, all right. The government says, we'll loan you out whatever you need. No child left behind. No child left behind. We're going to make sure that everyone gets to study, everyone gets access to information and resources and knowledge, because the university is what you need. If you don't have a college degree, you are nothing. You might as well join the army or something like that. So the colleges go sweet. The colleges go sweet. If the government's loaning out whatever the kid needs, we're just going to jack our prices up. So the cost of colleges, of public colleges, doubled, tripled. When I was going to San Francisco State University, per semester, it was 42. That going in was my junior year. When I left, I graduated senior year, it was up to 62. So what's half of 40 is, or 4,000 is 2,000 plus 2,600. So it's a 50% increase in tuition in 2 years. Now it's an ungodly amount. So the governments are taking your money against your will via taxes, right? Because if you don't pay them, you'll go to jail. So with the threat of extortion and assault and imprisonment, they take your tuition, they take your tax money, your earned money, and then they loan it back to you. They go, don't worry, I'll give some of it back to you, but it'll be whatever you need. I don't care what it is. You need 100 grand? Boom, here it is. I got you, fam. But you're going to have to pay me back interest. So they like take $10 out of your right pocket and then they put it back in your left pocket and they go, hey, I'm gonna need that 10 back though because it was mine. And when you do pay it back to me, I'm gonna need 2% interest on top of that. Good talk. And that's that. And that, my friends, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, is how financial aid works in the United States of America, the supposed glory country of the world. And it might be. Actually, I do think that America is the best country in the world. The sad part is that that's not saying much. What are we competing against? Communist China? Like, all right, thanks. Thanks, Obama, for the No Child Left Behind. Thanks. Hey, good looking out, dog. Knew I could count on you. Yes, son of a biscuit lover. Oh, man. Anywho, where was I? Oh, polywork. Sorry. If you're going to watch these videos and listen to these back on the podcast and shit, please understand that my mind does not work linearly in a linear fashion. Therefore, you're just going to have to keep up. You're going to have to pay attention. You know what I mean? You're going to have to follow. Anyway, polywork. Piss poor framing on the behalf of MSN. What's actually happening is the economy sucks. Everything costs way more than it should. Everyone makes way less than they should. Or maybe not even that. Maybe not even going as far as saying we need more money. It's like, wait, I'm not even that extreme. I'm just saying, hey, could you lower the prices of shit a little bit? Oil is one of the most abundant resources on the planet. It's $5 a gallon I just paid in California. What? Unbelievable. Anywho, my generation, Generation Z, basically the generation who weren't able to buy houses when they were still affordable, it's not that we like polywork. It's that we need to work 16 goddamn jobs to make ends meet. And if you want to have a little extra spending money to go on a trip, boom, 18 jobs. So it's not that we love polywork, MSN.com, yeah, assholes. It's that we have to do this in order to survive. Whatever. Whatevs. I got my mud water. Someone asked, like, yo, dude, why do you drink mud water at night? It's got the caffeine in it, etc. It's like, I drink coffee in the morning. Like, I don't understand why you do. I was like, look, I drink coffee to keep me up when I'm tired, you know, like, or you know. I'm like, well, what do you do if you're tired during the day? Then I go to sleep. I don't need coffee to always. Anywho, where was I? We ran the Omicron. Oh, nice. We have 12 people watching, so we can run some cards now. I'm gonna need your guy. I need some of you guys' help. I need numbers from you guys, as per usual. Maybe we'll do some card pulling from the squad. I'll do some card readings for you guys, but I want to get this Omicron thing off. So, of the room, I need 3 cards, 3 numbers, please, from 0 to 9. We'll pull them. We'll set them up. I brought out my book, so 7 pillars. We're gonna read from the book tonight with a special card pull with a special number guess soon after. And yeah, how you guys doing? You enjoying your Monday? I'm saying, and not at all does this feel like a Monday. I feel great. Actually, ever since I did that 3-day fast, genuinely, I've been feeling really good. I've been eating way less than before. Surprised, so I haven't been getting as hungry since I did the distilled water fast. Today, I went to the gym today. I fucking tried to sprint a mile as much as I could. It took me like 7 minutes. Lifted sauna. All I had was a slice of some homemade / homegrown pumpkin or cornbread. Had a healthy slice, and that was it. And I wasn't hungry. energized, elevated. Anywho, long story short, the Monday's been good. How has your guys' Monday? MCQ, Fire, Seaflower, Los Brooklyn, Salavi. How are you guys doing? How are you guys doing? Thanks for stopping. Thank you for being here. Thanks for stopping by. Yes, Salavi. And a credit isn't even a whole course. No. Well, your standard course is about 3 credits. Your standard course is about 3 credits. Upwards of 5, Salavi, correct. If any of you are thinking about heading back to college or would like, I'm not saying don't. I love college. I loved university. I loved the mental challenge, and I surprisingly loved writing the papers and doing the study and research for the most part, as long as it was a topic I was interested in, which is the cool thing about university. You more or less get to pick the classes. So I love the atmosphere of the academic institution. It's one of my all-time favorites. So I don't mean to hate on college. I'm just saying at this time, I think the only thing that remains of college is what I described, is that idealistic shell, great packaging, phenomenal marketing scheme on the packaging of universities today. However, the substance lacking tremendously. So, with that being said, know that if you're going to go to college, be careful, be smart. Looks like we have our first. You guys, I know you all know about the Tesla 369, but that doesn't mean those are the only 3 numbers you can ever. I'm going to start keeping tabs. When I ask people for numbers, I'm going to see how often I get 3, 6, and 9. Okay. I mean, I'm there with you, but I'm going to add in 1. I'm going to add in the number 1 because I don't normally throw a card in, but I'm one of y'all. Tonight, I'm one of y'all. So we're doing this. We're running it, baby. I have some of my coffee, my mud water. To answer your question, all right, let's pull. I'll get these cards going. Sorry for coughing into the microphone. I hate when people do that to me, and I just did it too. I'm so sorry. The distilled water fast was tough. The distilled water fast was super tough, actually. My intention was to go a full 72 hours, 3 days, and I ate at around noon when I should have eaten at like 6 that night. Would have made the full 3 days. I couldn't. I gave in, but no, it was good. I don't know if you guys have ever fasted before, but you know how they tell you, oh, the hunger goes away. Like, oh, so once you fast long enough and the hunger goes away, then like it's all, oh, then you have all this energy and you feel great. BS. It's not at all how it worked. I was hungry. I was hungrier. And then I learned how to tolerate the hunger for a second. I was like, this ain't that bad. And then I got hungry and hungry and hungrier and hungrier and hungrier and hungrier and hungrier. And I'd try to drink water, and it would satisfy like the first couple days, but the 3rd day, the water wasn't satisfying nothing. I didn't even want to look at the water at that point. So that's what to expect, at least for me, if you're going on that distilled, or if you're going on a fast at all. I feel good though. I do. I'm not eating as much. My cravings are down. I noticed whenever I'd get the munchies from burning the oregano, those are gone. A lot of that's gone, which I found super interesting. My willpower is up. I feel like my decision making is up. Creativity seems to be about the same. Motivation seems to be higher this week. It was good. It was an all-around boost. I highly suggest fasting if you guys haven't. Just I don't really feel like going on the benefits of fasting. I feel like you guys know about 90% of what I might know. And you're a duck go click away from learning more. So get on it. Oh, I will say, however, though, that if you want to beat the bacteria that's inside your gut that are doing more of the decision making of all the goings on in your life, it's because of the bacteria in your gut. And you want to fix that shit as soon as possible so that the bacteria in your gut are on your side, demanding cravings that are more beneficial to your mind, body, and soul. So that was the gem. You guys can go ahead and do as you will with that. El Shiba Sekhmet. Wow, that was a fucking terrible. Third evening of a fast is tough. Yeah, Seaflower. It was I was tough, to be fair with. Also hoping it'll be easier next time. Seaflower, thank you for that. I was assuming the same. That I was even thinking, I could easily do a 24-hour fast once a week. The first 24 hours was actually surprisingly easy. I ate dinner on Sunday, and I don't eat in the mornings anyways. So 1 came around, I was hungry. 5 came around, it was like I've eaten at 5 before the next day, because I guess you could say I intermittent fast, not by design, but by just how my life is set up. But man, day 2 was tough, and day 3 was even tougher. You guys ready to pull these cards now? I have 21 people and 13 likes. Nice. We have more than 50% likes for people in the room. That's actually a great ratio. Thanks, you guys. Thank you. Oh, China White. How's it going, China? Long time, no nothing. I keep trying to hop on your channel and leave love via comments and stuff like that, but you disable the comments for all your videos. Interestingly played, China. So since that was the only way of communication, I wasn't able to tell you good shit and keep up the good work, because I do appreciate your channel. Your channel is a breath of fresh air. Your talks are a breath of fresh air. I hope you know that. Hello, Eden. Cheers. How do you say it in French? It's not salute, is it? Anywho, nice to see you, Eden. How you doing? Hey, girl. What up, Satara? Nice to see you. Welcome in. Take your shoes off. Stay a while, please. Mud water, the mushroom mix. If it is it worth the price? I honestly don't know if mud water is worth the price, because I admittedly haven't shopped around for all the various products similar to mud water, so I have no idea if my bang is decent for the buck. What a weird phrase. Bang for your buck. That had to have originated in brothels. I hope that originated in brothels. I pray. Los Brooklyn. No, I haven't. Risa. Should I just pull all of Risa's 3 cards? I just wanted. Oh no, there's not too many comments. So okay, we had 6. We had 3. Technically, 5 from thaumaturgy's 14 counts. So how about this? I'm going to read you guys a page out of my book, using some of the numbers that you gave me. And it looks like Fire from Thaumaturgy might have given us those numbers. So we'll start with a book reading class. Wow, I have never felt more like a professor than I did in that last statement. we're gonna read from them. Please take out your books. Turn to page 147. Really, you should. What if we did that? We guys all down to buy my book, and we can just do like fucking lecture style, and I can be like, hey class, if you'll all be so kind as to open your tablets to of course 69 to page 69 of your handbook of your textbook, 7 Pillars, a Handbook for Existence. I hope you guys had a good weekend. I hope you didn't spend too much time eating all that turkey and you didn't get your assignments done. Like that's something professors would say. Try to make like a funny professor joke. You know about those quizzes that we have on Thursday, so let's get at it, class. Shake the sleep from your eyes, Johnny. Johnny, wake up. Johnny. It's fine, let him sleep. Like I was saying, page 69 of your handbooks. Real talk, it's 147 though. Fire from Thaumaturgy just gave us that magic. So I don't think I have 147 pages in here. I have 128. So 1, 4, 5, 7, 13, 4, 5, 13. You reset your leptin levels. I don't know what that means, C-Flutter. You have to explain. Okay, I need a 3-digit number, you guys, in between 1 and what did I just say? 128. Between 1 and 128, please. I need a number from you guys. We're going to read it from the book. Well, I went backwards in the chat room. That's why I was sorry. Non-linear mind. Sorry. Collab, whatever. Thanks for stopping by. Mutable Pisces. Interesting. You would absolutely be the type of person to be stalked. China White, I can definitely see that. So it's all good. Thanks for tuning in, checking out the channel. I know you told me that you missed the readings that I used to do. Oh, I miss doing those live readings for you guys too. I don't know why I haven't done them in a while. We need to start a new book. Maybe I can do my book. Oh shit, maybe we can do a live reading of 7 Pillars. How do you guys feel about that? That'd be kind of dope, right? 111. Oh, you would go 111, Sitara. You would go 111. Interesting. Let's see. 111. Ooh, that's in the chapter of the law of cause and effect. Shallow men believe in luck. Strong men believe in cause and effect. Ralph Waldo Emerson. I'm not sure if I should read like the page before for context or just go verbatim, just read that one page, slap it and run it. All right. Where are we? All right. How to cut. So Black Magic 363 is live and already went live. Billy Carson, how to collapse the wave function in the 3D matrix. So he's talking to Billy Carson about how to collapse the wave function in the 3D matrix. I'll sum that entire video up with one sentence for you guys. How about that? In one sentence, I will cover probably everything of import in that entire live that they're going on about, which pertains to how to collapse the wave function into reality. Literally one word. One word. You ready? This is how you collapse the wave function into reality in the third dimension, in any dimension. Ready? Focus. Here's another word. Attention. Here's another word. Awareness. Here's one more. Presence. Are you guys finding some similarities with these words? The waveform in this discussion refers to the etheric. It refers to the intangible, the pure potential. That's what the waveform is. Sort of hyper existent. Collapsing that waveform into reality is by definition giving that, by definition, that's funny. Literally, you are giving a definition to the waveform. You are saying this pure potential, which exists as thoughts, mind, ideas, the waveform, exists as infinity, and then you make the decision to give it a definition of a table. To be crude. Now, you think, well, that's silly. How do you collapse the pure potential of existence into a table? Well, you have a definitive idea of what you want. You bring attention to what you want. You define what you want, meaning you give it borders, strict boundaries. It must exist as this. The better you define something, the more real it becomes. And what that looks like is, well, if I want a table, I need to buy one. I need money. I got to work. There are a series of steps to buying one. I could make one. There are a series of steps it would take to make one. I could trade for one. There's a series of steps to trade for one. I could just ask for one and maybe someone will give it to me. There's a series of steps. You know what I mean? So saying how to collapse the waveform into third dimension is just a really fancy way, which I appreciate and love because I love fancy talk. But at the same time, it's just fancy talk. So all that's saying is, how do I make something? How do I manifest something? How do I get something into my life? How do I get from point A to point B? And that is pure focus, awareness. If you want to get quantum with it, and if it sounds cooler to give this example that they always give, is that quantum field where you can collapse the wave function into a particle just by observing it. That slit theory. They looked away. They weren't paying attention to it. They weren't focused on it. Their consciousness was not interfering with the process. They were over here. It was a waveform. It was pure potential. When they looked back at the experiment, the potential, their focus, their attention, their awareness of the experiment collapsed the waveform into particles. I actually write exactly about that in that book. Funny that's what they're talking about. That's why I'm going on and on about this, is because I was actually in the book. It'd be hilarious if that's where we were at too. I would lose my shit if that's the page you guys picked out. Anywho, use the big words when you want. The fancy words are cool for brain experiments and exercises. If you want to be witty and shit, it's a really fun thing to do. But Billy Carson, homie, collapsing the waveform, just give something your attention. You want a car? Define the car you want and how you're going to get it. Okay, now I have to focus on these 10 things. I got to focus on making more money. I got to focus on saving money. I got to focus on, getting more clients or more customers. Oh, but I don't know how to get more clients and customers. Okay, well then you got to focus on that for a bit. Okay, well maybe I have to get a website, or maybe I have to define my skills, or maybe I have to market my skills. Oh my God, what are my skills? Okay, now I have to define now I have to give focus and attention to what my skills are so that I can actually utilize them and define them and present them in a way that I can, get more clients. And then I get more clients, I get more money. Okay, now I'm able to get the car that I want. See what I'm saying? It doesn't sound it doesn't sound as sexy. I know the big words are super cool. I know when they're said by really prestigious people, they're even more super cool. Um, there's 1,000 different ways to explain one thing, and so some of them are more interestingly presented than the other ones. I get all that stuff. I do. I don't know. I mean to knock it. It's just I saw it there and was like, oh, they're gonna talk an hour and a half for saying, hey, pay attention a little more. All right, thanks, man. Cool. Next question. I would be the worst guru, dude. Like, I don't know how the names work, but Sadhguru Keith, man, there's the pure potential, the infiniteness of reality, man. I can be anything or whatever I want. It's just this pure flow of consciousness. But I need to collapse that waveform, man. I need to get that pure thought wave and just make it real. And I need it made manifest, not in the etheric realm, but the physical one of my heart and soul. How do I collapse that waveform into this matrix? I'd be like, focus more. Next. Next question, please. Don't let him back in anymore. I told you not to let these ones in and you didn't listen. You're not coming next time either if this happens again. Don't tell him to leave. He can have tea. Give him a tea. Tell him to keep the cup. Give him the whole pot, actually, and send him on his way, please. That's exactly how it would go down. Something like that, more or less. Sometimes I forget that this thing has to run. Well, with that huge ramble that I just went on, sorry, did I already explain that I don't think linearly in a linear fashion? It's a problem sometimes. It really is. OCD, maybe undiagnosed OCD. Or at least that's what I tell myself. Also, sea flowers teaching us about leptin decreases your hunger and ghrelin increases frequently. Ooh, interesting. Growlin, is that do you sell your book in the Etsy shop? You know, I don't. I sell it on Amazon because it's through one of those print on demands. I don't actually sell it in my Etsy shop. I should, right? I should order a bunch and sell them. It's not a bad idea. Hello, goddess, priestess, Kempt. I really want to put a P in there like Kempt, but I know I shouldn't. Kempt. Goddesses, priestess, Kempt. Got it. Some people love fancy talk and maybe they pay attention more to the detail of the fancy talk and it helps a person understand better. Where was it? Oh, let's read this page. Page 111. All right, we're reading page 111 out of my book. Hopefully it makes sense in context of things. Life. Oh, well, we're gonna put some background music for this. But I'm sorry, guys. We got to do this proper. If there's one thing I like to do, it's proper. So, where are we? So that let's put I wrote most of this book to this soundtrack, so we're gonna run it. See how it goes. Give me a little that action right there. Give him the old reach around Rooski, and there we go. Most of this book to this. There we go. It was a long time ago. Life is funny that way. All it wants to do is move, change, and evolve. It wants more complexity, more beauty. But we refuse that change. We don't want to accept that we can be different than we were yesterday and throw it all to fate. We throw it all to something outside of our hands, and then we cry, "Woe is me," until our last breath. And who knows? We might be right to think that. But do we want to be right if being right means we are truly helpless and can't do anything to change that? If you are reading this book, is that the type of life you want to live? Or are you a treasure hunter, a truth seeker tearing through the uncharted jungles of your psyche to learn and discover just how incredible and capable you really are? People like you and I don't have time for naysayers, for those who hinder us and fill our hearts with doubt and perpetuate self-loathing and self-pity. Even if it means we die trying, at least we die with a smile on our faces. We will look at them and say, "I have lived. What have you done?" Ah, the wonders of the universe. So often we think that laws limit and bind us, surely this one more than others. For doesn't it seem a bit hopeless that we cannot act outside of the influence of some event? Laws, however, do not limit us at all. They simply show us the ways in which the world operates, and therefore how our lives must be operated. As above, so below. What a great page you chose. Who chose page 111? Thank you for that. That was wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. How'd you guys enjoy the page? Did you like the excerpt? You can actually, my book is on, let's see, whoops. Writing the book title down, if you guys want to check it out on Amazon. Treasure Hunter, Carrie. I'm all about that treasure hunter. It's talk about fancy talk. Is there ever fancy talk in that book? It's just riddled with it. But I tried to keep it sincere and like fun. You know what I mean? It's like a playfully fanciful talk. Lighthearted fanciful instead of like, you know what I mean? The other kind. You know what I'm talking about. All nice. Goddesses, priestess, Kempt. Thanks for the reminder, Hal. Thank you guys too for the plug. Shall we pull these 3 cards now? 111 has been persistent today. That definitely struck a chord. Nice. Nice. Makes me happy. I'm gonna pull a couple of these cards and then we'll call it. Maybe we'll read another page because that was a lot of fun. I haven't read my own book. I should be reading that thing all the time. I haven't read it in years. I accept. Leave me alone. I do not accept. Why is there only one option? Talk about framing a conversation. You know what else is a great framing technique that these bastards use all the time online? Is the I accept cookies. Like you can't. It's like, hey, would you like to accept? And the only option is accept. I guess if that's the only way I can read this information, I guess I accept. Not really much of a choice there. Goddess, priestess, camped. This shit calls my soul too. I'll have to give you if you stick around to the end. I'll play some Middle Eastern flute for you guys. Not very good. I started learning during COVID. It was one of my COVID pickups, but whew, it's pretty dope. Sounds superficial too. I lost my spot. Just do some like ASMR card stuff. ASMR is such a weird thing. In a good way. In a good way. I know, lost my spot. Wait a minute. Curious if the Wheel of Fortune is one of the only cards that doesn't have a reverse. When do you guys help me out with that? So here's our spread for the week, you guys. You ready? We're going to do some diving real quick. That's a terrible idea. We're going to go. Man, doesn't this music just fucking transport you? That's crazy. Here's a you gotta puff puff give and pass it to the left. Come on, you gotta puff puff give and pass it to the left. Please tell me you guys know what song it is. Of course, I still make candles, you guys. Should I? Yeah, go hit up the Etsy shop. Your boy's slapping candles steady for a couple years now. That beeswax, that au natural beeswax. The central theme of the Wheel of Fortune is cyclical change. And the number you guys called out for us was of cause and effect. Anywho, the wheel keeps on rolling, turning, as he said. No one escapes the rhythm. It's a law of rhythm almost. When one is balanced on top of the wheel, there's a moment of crystal clarity. However, the only part of the wheel that's actually not going up and down is the hub, which represents your eternal self. Every one of us will occupy all the points on the wheel at one point or another. The cycle of the wheel is its lesson, and we can learn to comfort in it. If you don't like the look of things right now, just wait. Things will change. Of course, if you do like the look of things right now, enjoy it while it lasts, because that will change too. Wheel of Fortune. However, it was reversed. Well, sometimes you're on top of the wheel, sometimes you're on the bottom. I'm guessing reverse means we might be on the bottom. This may feel as though you've hit rock bottom, but think of it as a chance to renew yourself and to chart a path that will help you rise from the ashes, your own phoenix. You will be a more compassionate and wise ally when the next person takes a nosedive. In the future, you might want to be a little more modest in your aspirations. All right, that's fair. It's a reverse card, but it ain't that bad. It's almost like a humbling card. You know what I mean? Like whatevs. Queen of Swords, however, homegirl's chopping some dude's head off. So let's go ahead and see what's good with that. All right. So representing the energy of the queen, obviously. Traditionally known as the widow, crone, or divorcee, in modern times, she can be viewed as a model of self-sufficiency, independence, and intelligence. She often has extremely high standards due to her subtle sensitivities, which can be perceived by those around her as being critical or hard to please. Her true motive is to refine the world, to upgrade people's understanding so that everyone can have the space they need to become fully themselves. What a beautiful card. It's like, yeah, I'm going Bridezilla, but the end goal is I'm trying to create space for folk to do them and do them well. And with the upside down Wheel of Fortune, I guess it's something like maybe the aspirations weren't refined enough, right? Because like they say, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. It doesn't matter what you intend to do, like how are you getting there? What's the process like while you're there? Like Wagwan. So possibly, and like I said, the energy's chill so far. It's nothing dramatic. Plus the Queen of Swords was upright, so it's like you're good, you're chill. Just head back to the drawing board. You know, that's kind of like if one were to do a positive spin on that, it would go something like no plan stays exactly according to plan when it meets the real world. You know what I mean? Like, you can have a battle ahead of you, and my archers are going right and left. Pikemen are going to feint forward, but then we're going to feint left with the cavalry, make them think we're coming this way. Boom, catapults hit them from the top right. We hit them hard. Right, that's your plan, but then your plan meets the plan of your adversary, and then so it's a constant adjustment of plans. That's where we're at right now in the spread. It's just like, it may have appeared like this, like you try to bite off more than you can chew, you know what I mean? But your intentions are fucking gorgeous. The only thing now is your original plan hit the real world and you realized, okay, I need to make some adjustments. And here we are. So let's see what happens with the third card. Let's see what I'm curious. Oh, the star with the creepy ass fucking drawing on it. Why is that woman so creepy? That is terrifying. But it's a star, so I'm sure it's got to mean something. It's about the ego self. It seems somewhat of an egotistical spread, but a super positive egotistical spread. So I'm all about it. I'm all about positive reinforcement of the ego. I'm your number one fan, you guys. Don't think I'm going to be able to get this. Sanjay 99. Why do so many spiritual black people follow Egyptian civilization? That's an easy question. So I'll repeat the question because it's a understandable one. Why do so many spiritual, quote unquote, black people follow the Egyptian civilization when in fact it's a dead civilization? Why don't you follow like Hinduism because Krishna is black, Kali Ma is black, etc.? My answer to that would be because Egypt is in Africa, good sir. So obviously people are going to want to practice a pantheon of deities that are, you know, of their people. Because I would argue, I would parry with, well, if black people, black Africans are still worshiping the Egyptian gods, then did it die? Like, did Egyptian culture in terms of their pantheon, did it actually die if people are still practicing it today? I would argue it never died. Good sir. I would say it's low-key thriving. Maybe not as much as like Christianity, of course, but certainly more than like random shamanistic cultures. Like, never mind. Or maybe like if I were to practice shamanism, would you bat an eye if I practice shamanism? Like, those natives have been dead for a long time, but I don't. I'm not sure if you'd share that same criticism as you would for Egypt. You know what I mean? I think a lot of what people focus on, a lot of what people's, I'm not even, I think, I know for a fact that people tend to like things that are like them. So if this religion is from your same continent, then you're probably going to be geared more towards it since it's closer to your people, whether or not the civilization's long gone. It's like, I think it would be silly for a black African to be like super stoked on Kali and not on Ra. It's like you're looking at Ra over your fence and you're like, nah, fuck that. I'm going to go like 4 communities over to worship something. You know what I mean? Just geography alone would pull them closer. So that's your answer, good sir. What's up, Lemuria? Torn, what's good? Ooh, a lot of stuff's good. Had a positive experience, like I was telling the squad, with the distilled water fast. Feeling good. Good food, good people. Music's been good. We've been making that Skrilla. My energy levels are, I feel like, are up again after that fast. My energy levels are fucking on par again. I was really getting bummed out for a while. Who would have thought starving myself for 3 days would have done the trick, though? You know what I mean? Just don't do that, by the way. I am not a doctor, physician, healthcare specialist. None of those things. Please check with your doctor before trying any new diets, etc., etc. Yeah. Sanjay, there's no philosophy in it, though. What? Sanjay, no, I feel like you might not know much about the Egyptian pantheon, or you might just be trolling. Are you trolling, Sanjay? For the love of God, please tell me you're a troll. You got to be a troll. Have you not read the Egyptian Book of the Dead? The Emerald Tablets? Have you not? Dude, there's an ungodly amount of specifically dynastic Egyptian literature. There is a dude, the goddamn the Tower of Alexandria was in Egypt, dude. The largest book collection of the ancient world was in Egypt. How are you? You have to be a troll to think that there's no philosophy in the Egyptian pantheon or the Egyptian culture as it pertains to the pantheon, because the Egyptian culture and the pantheon are one and the same. All these ancient civilizations were their fucking gods and goddesses. It was literally how they explained every detail of their existence. So to say there's no philosophy in the Egyptian pantheon is like saying the dynastic Egyptians couldn't think, and they were creating some fucking phenomenal things to not be thinkers. You know what I mean? Or am I biased? I could be biased because I prefer the Egyptian pantheon or the ancient Kemetic pantheon over Hindu all day, every day. Shout out to my Raw squad. Who's fucking A? If we're going toe to toe, Chem v fucking India, dude, I'm on Chem's side all day long. I got nothing against Hinduism and shit. I'm just going to be going toe to toe. Hey, your boys are right there. I'm going round 2. I want to watch round 1 to see, just to get a feel for the tournament. You never know. There could, just the ground might be uneven in some spots, or the lights might be kind of blinding in the left corner. So if you're going to throw a back house round kick, you want to make sure that you're lined up this way so the light don't get. Anywho, I'd want to go second round, but I'd go toe to toe with one of them. Like, what's good, dude? Anywho, no. Sanjay, as you're saying, there's many black people in India. You're not hearing what I'm saying. I'm not talking. I specifically said black Africans for a reason, because you're kind of proving my point here to just say black people. Like, there are people in India blacker than black people in Africa. Understood. But your question was, why do black spiritual people? So I assumed you were talking about black Africans. So to answer your question, if there's black people in India, then they're going to worship India stuff because they're in India. If there's black people in Africa, then they're going to worship the Egyptian stuff because they're in Africa. You know what I mean? So I think Sanjay is just not a very well-read person, or is not sure. I'm not sure. Why limit it to 12 gods, though? That's a good question. I have no fucking clue. There's only 12 gods? The Greeks you love are Egyptian. That's funny. No, I mean, if they're sincere questions, Sanjay, then I fucking don't mind them at all. I mean, yeah, if they're, you know what I mean? Can't tell if they're genuine questions. Like, yeah, fucking ask questions, man. Because maybe it's a question. I guess it's like black people, because if I'm on your side, it's like, oh, black people, there's other black gods out there. Like, why don't you worship those? Those are a little more relevant than Egypt. Like, that is a decent question, you know, because like I said, people like to worship things and do things with people that are like them in thoughts, in appearance, in direction of life. You know what I mean? We like to be around the things that we like to be around. So it's a fair question if it's sincere. Like, but the answer was because they're in, like, Egypt is in Africa. So, you know, you're gonna root for the home team. You watch sports, like 9 times out of 10, if you grow up in San Diego, your favorite football team is going to be the Chargers. By default, it's your home squad. So you're like, hey, why would you like the Chargers when you could like the Texans? The Texans are way better. The Chargers suck. And like, you know, it's more relevant than this, because it's the fucking home team, man. What do you want from me? I gotta support the homies. It's the home squad. They can't just go support Texans. I gotta know. So yeah, none of my friends like them. I don't like them. I don't know any of their players. I don't know any of their coaches. Like, I don't know what their organization is all about. Do they donate to kids? Like, I don't know shit about those dudes. They're in Texas. I'm in San Diego. So that's that's the conversation we're having. Is what you want. That's why they're all about the Egyptian pantheon. India is Kush, Nubia, Namar. So was Kush. Torin, you sound well versed in this. Is Kush Middle East, like the Kush Mountains where they're growing the dank, or the Empire of Kush in Africa? And now you're saying that Kush is India? So what's good with Kush? I know there's a Kush in the Middle East. I know there's one in Africa, and now you're telling me there's one in India too. Like, what's good with this Kush? Was it a global empire? Like, did it rule ancient Mesopotamia and bleed out into all these sections at once? Or what did I missed something? I feel like I missed something. Oh, yeah, maybe he was referring to zodiacs. I was like, wait, 12 sounds a little low. There's gotta be literally a god for like stubbing toes. There's a fucking god for everything with those old civilizations. Ooh, plot twist, Torin. They're not gods. It's the first points. Northern Cali? Nice. I'm Southern Cali. Not quite San Diego. I'm Ventura, if you know where Ventura is. What up? Our little beach town. Whoa, Sanjay. Whoa. Whoa. Yes, it's all of West. It's all of West, Middle India, Africa, Arabian Canon. Oh, all right. Interesting. We should do some proper, thorough studying. Maybe even make a video to well verse ourselves in the origins of Kush. I actually have only ever passively picked up on Kush stuff. I think it's time for an active dive. What do you guys say? Fight me. I didn't say we'd win. If we're going off of worship alone, 100%, the Hindu pantheon got some power behind it. They probably kicked the shit out of the Egyptians, out of the ancient kings. Um, Real talk, they would though. It is the first pre-dynastic Egyptians who went west from original America, then went up to South and across. Oh, thanks, goddesses, priestess, Kempt. Thank you. Appreciate that. Cool. Well, let's that was a decent. How'd you guys feel about the spread? That was a good spread, right? Recap. Go back to the drawing table. Use the lull or the slip up or the wheel of change. You might be on the bottom of it, but the wheel keeps on spinning. It's all good. It's going to roll back. You're on the right path. You're trying to do this whole making space for people to be themselves sort of energy, but con gusto, borderline self-destructive, but when you have it on point, a force to be reckoned with. And the star, which is all about the ego, shine bright like a diamond. No cap, Hindu are galactic OG. Yes, Lemuria, well said. Hindu are galactic OG. There's a series of books. I haven't picked it up in a while called The Iron Druid. Pretty dope. But in this universe, the way it works is all the pantheons from every culture exists, and their existence depends solely upon people's belief in them, regardless of location, gender, ethnicity, culture, regardless of whatever. If they are worshipped, or if they are made, or if they're given attention at all, even if you didn't worship Thoth, but like, or Anubis, but you rocked his candles, like this is giving him a piece of attention and feeding his overlord soul. And so in this book, Norse shamans, the coyote, friggin' shamanistic coyotes there, Jesus is there, the Buddha is in it, and they're all homies. You get it. They duke it out, and they just all battle each other. But the Greeks are some of the strongest because the Greeks get most of the street cred. They get most of the Netflix shows. The Greeks get most of the universities, quote unquote, Greek life. You know, we still do give a lot of fucking energy to the Greek pantheon, believe it or not. The days of the week, Saturday, or the months of the year, like a lot. Names, Marcus. I know that's Latin, but anywho, it's just pretty cool. It's pretty good. You guys check that out. And I don't know why were we talking about that? I'm not sure why we talked about that. Oh, Fatima, I saw that. Call me Fatima. All right, Fatima. My ascendant is Aquarius. Whoa, Sanjay. All right, you guys. Well, thanks for stopping by, tuning in. We had an interesting one tonight. I was able to read from the book, read from Seven Pillars. I don't know if I want to wait until next Monday. I kind of want to crack open and start reading Seven Pillars sooner than that. What do you guys think? Maybe tomorrow. Maybe we'll even do it tomorrow. And maybe I'll do it pre-recorded so it's nice quality and not do it on a live. I don't know. We'll see, but I'm stoked. So good ideas. If you have anything else to say, in the description is my Etsy shop. I still pour all my own candles, all my own beeswax candles, herbs, seeds, just a bunch of small knickknacks for Christmas gifts and things like that. Patreon subscribers, thank you guys for being on the Patreon and supporting out over there. I think we got 3 more dollar donors, and I don't know why, but the dollar ones get me more stoked than the bigger one. Anyway, thank you guys is what I mean to say. Was that it? Mondays, we have our Monday nights, as you know, tonight. So put it on the calendar. And that's it. All right, you guys. Until next time, zip it up. Oh, Seaflower, Sanjay Torn, Lemuria, Fatima. Who else we got? Who else is dropping in the comments? Carrie. Hello, Carrie. Hello, Carrie. Yeah. Thank you guys for stopping through. All you other people who are the wallflowers just vibing in the background, thank you for allowing me to be your background tunes. Because being someone's background gem while they're vibing at their house, doing dishes or like cleaning or just like laying in a dark room with your own bubble of personal existentialism, and I'm just there in the background anchoring that in for you, that's also a special place. So thank you. I'll see you guys next time. All right. All right. Peace out.